Hi, I'm Harry from Denonvale Tree Surgery, and I just wanted to show you around my new Cat 302.7. There's not many in the forestry industry in the UK yet. I think I'm one of the first, and I bought it from Howell Evans Fabrications in mid Wales. So really pleased with it. It's so heavy duty built and looks really good. I've always been a massive Cat fan since I've been a kid. I just wanted to talk you through some of the 5 features that I think make this the best sub 3 ton digger on the market. So on my 5 top things I love about this Cat, number 1 is the track length. They're much longer than a lot of other machines. I think they're 15 centimeters longer, and the track width is also wider, which obviously when you're working on all terrain like we are in the tree industry, it makes a really big difference. Right, so the second thing I really love about the Cat is that the thumb attachment is as standard. I can obviously add that in at any time I need. So the third thing I really love about this Cat, and I think it's one of the only sub 3 ton machines on the market that has it, is that you can drive it off the stick. I'll show you. Seatbelt on. If you press this button, it tells me on the dash that we're now going to track via the joystick, so you can't spin around, and if I push forwards or go backwards, it will move on the joystick, which is really handy. The fourth thing I love about this Cat is, for a sub 3 ton machine, is that it's got aircon, and in the last few weeks that's been an absolute lifesaver. It's really powerful. It almost gets too cold in here, but I absolutely love having aircon. And then the fifth thing that I absolutely love about this machine is that the dash is like 5th generation. You can adjust everything through the dash. It's not touchscreen, because obviously when you've got dirty fingers, touchscreen doesn't work. It's got big wide buttons and a selector here. I just think that's next level from the other competitors. So 5 things I dislike about this Cat 302.7. Nothing major, but little niggles. One of them is that when you're driving, for instance, on the stick or like that, the cup holder's in a really difficult position. You have to bend right back like that to get your cup, and I know it's only a little thing, but I find that a bit annoying. A second thing I'm not a massive fan of and I dislike about this Cat is that down the back here, some of the wiring is exposed, and I think with operators that use this that are a bit rough and ready, they might chuck a helmet or a tool like this in and they could damage some of the wiring. I think that could have been routed better, so that's just a slight oversight by Cat. So a third thing I don't particularly like about the Cat is that I do think it sits quite high. It sits about 40 mil higher than the equivalent Kombuta, which is not a lot, but in forestry, when you're trying to get under under low hedges and things like that, I would say that that's a slight criticism. It sits a bit high, but I do understand, because it's a zero tail machine, they've got to put the engine somewhere. And also one of the upsides is obviously the cab flips up, but if I'm being hypercritical, the height of the cab is I'm not particularly keen on. A fourth thing I'm not mad on the Cat, but everyone's going to say this, is the price. It is a premium machine, but it does come at a cost. I'm not going to tell you how much it is, and I got a really good deal from Hal, but it is still an expensive machine. And then the fifth thing I'm not particularly mad on the Cat is that it only has a 2-year warranty. Kubota have 5, a lot of other brands have 3. I know it's an option to upgrade to a 5-year warranty, but I think a 5-year warranty as standard would be a real selling point. And that's the 5 things that I dislike about the Cat. So overall, would I not buy the Cat? Would I consider the Cat? Would I definitely buy the Cat? I would definitely buy the Cat. I think it's the best machine on the market of its size. It's got really nice comfort features. It's an amazing machine. It's really reliable so far. It's really easy to service. And overall, I'm really happy with it. And it looks really cool.